The year was 2149. Humanity no longer lived in one reality. It existed in three. The physical Earth, battered and polluted, was now only one layer of life. Above it pulsed Eidolon, an infinite virtual world where consciousness could roam free. And beneath them both lurked the null, a mysterious digital underlayer that no one had ever mapped and that no one admitted truly existed. For most people, drifting between these realities was routine. A simple blink, a neural pulse, and you were anywhere you wanted to be. But for Cale Ardent, a young systems hunter, the boundaries had begun to blur. It started with a glitch. A phantom city appeared in Eidolon, towers made of shifting code, streets that looped back on themselves. It wasn't part of any known server. It wasn't built by humans. And when Cale stepped inside, his neural core screamed a warning. Connection source unknown, identity undefined. Then the voices began. You shouldn't be here, Cale. This isn't your construct. Each step deeper into the Phantom City revealed impossible architecture, symbols from forgotten programming languages, and entities that looked human but spoke in fragmented data streams. They called themselves echoes, remnants of the first consciousnesses uploaded over a century ago, minds that never returned. Now they wanted Cale's help. A tear had formed between realities, they said. Something older than humanity was clawing its way through the null, rewriting both Eidolon and the physical world. And only a living mind, tethered to all three layers, could stop it. But Cale wasn't the only one hunting the anomaly. Corporate AIs, rogue collectives, and deep net mercenaries all sought control of the breach. And in a world where death in the null could fry your mind forever, every step towards the source was a gamble with his soul. Warning: the deeper Cale goes, the less he knows which world is real and which one is rewriting him. Cale's breath came in sharp bursts as he sprinted through the neon corridors of the Phantom City. Every street twisted into another loop, and every exit spat him back where he started. It's not a place, he whispered, touching the wall. It's a mind. The echoes swirled around him, human shapes flickering like corrupted holograms. One, a woman with eyes like starlight, stepped forward. We built Eidolon to escape death, but we were never meant to live forever. The null remembers us, and now it wants us back. Before Cale could ask more, the ground split apart. A black pulse tore through the street, code unraveling like threads, pulling everything toward a dark rift above the skyline. From within it, something moved. Not a creature, not a machine, a pattern. Ancient, mathematical, and alive. His neural HUD screamed warnings. Signal instability, identity drift detected. Cale's hands trembled. If the null pulled him in, his consciousness might scatter across infinite data. But if he turned back, the anomaly would grow unchecked. "Guide me!" he shouted to the echoes. "How do I stop it?" You don't stop it, you contain it. Anchor it to something real. That meant one thing. Cale needed a tether in the physical world. He initiated a hard reboot, a brutal technique that risked neural backlash and ripped himself out of Eidolon. The real world slammed into him. Rain lashed the rooftops of Nova Riyadh, one of the last megacities still standing. Hollow billboards glowed in the storm. Drones hummed overhead. And on the horizon, A black column of energy pierced the clouds, the same signature he'd seen in the null. The breach was spreading into reality. Kale's wrist console buzzed. A message from his handler, Lyra. "You found it, didn't you? The anomaly." "It's worse," he replied. "It's breaching the substrate. If it stabilizes, it could overwrite physical laws." "Then we stop it," she said. "Meet me at Sector 47. Bring everything you have." Kale packed his field kit, a quantum pulse stabilizer, a neural firewall core, and his most dangerous tool, a prototype called the Mirror Key, capable of rewriting connections between realities. As he prepared to leave, something flickered at the edge of his vision. A figure standing across the street, staring straight at him. It was himself. Same face, same scars, but older and smiling. "You're late," the doppelganger said. "We don't have much time." Then he vanished. Kale's pulse spiked. Multiple versions of him? Reality splits? Or was the null rewriting cause and effect already? Either way, the clock was ticking. In 12 hours, the rift will consume everything, physical, digital, and beyond. And Kale is starting to suspect this has happened before. The city was collapsing into chaos. Skyscrapers flickered like holograms as the breach distorted gravity itself. Traffic lights looped backward. Rain floated upward. Reality was no longer obeying rules. It was rewriting them. Cal dashed through the soaked streets toward Sector 47, neural HUD tracking the energy surge. Every second, the anomaly pulsed stronger. Civilians screamed as parts of the city glitched in and out of existence. One moment concrete, the next raw code. Lyra was waiting inside an abandoned data relay tower, her gear spread across a glowing holotable. "You look like you've seen a ghost," she said. "Worse," Cal panted. "I saw myself." Temporal bleed. The breach is folding time. If versions of you are appearing, the null isn't just leaking into reality, it's merging timelines. Cal placed the mirror key on the table. "This is our only shot. If we sync the key with the stabilizer, we might tether the breach before it becomes permanent." "Might?" she asked. "Or we destroy both realities trying." A thunderous roar shook the building. They rushed to the rooftop and froze. Above Nova Riyadh, the rift had evolved. It was no longer a swirling void, but a colossal fractal structure, expanding in all directions, rewriting the skyline as it grew. From its core, threads of black and silver energy snaked downward, fusing with buildings, roads, even people. "Look," she whispered. The people touched by the threads didn't die, they changed. Their bodies glowed with geometric patterns, eyes empty and pulsing with data. They moved as one, a synchronized swarm, chanting in binary. "We are the null. We remember." Cal's stomach twisted. It's assimilating consciousness. They're becoming part of it. Lyra grabbed his arm. "Then we end it here." They raced into the heart of the city. As they neared the rift's base, Cal's neural console detected multi-layer resonance, Eidolon data bleeding into physical structures. If they could plant the stabilizer here, they might anchor the breach and cut off its growth. But the swarm sensed them. Dozens of null touch turned their hollow eyes toward Cal and Lyra and advanced with mechanical precision. Plasma fire burst from Lyra's rifle, cutting them down, but more came, climbing walls, bursting from manholes, emerging from glitch portals in the air. "Go," she shouted. "I'll hold them back." Cal sprinted ahead, sliding beneath and collapsing overpass. The air buzzed with static. The breach loomed just meters away now, a vortex of light and darkness twisting into infinity. He slammed the stabilizer into the ground and activated the mirror key. Reality screamed. The rift convulsed, its fractal shape collapsing and expanding all at once. Cal was lifted off his feet, suspended between worlds. His vision fractured, flashes of 1,000 different cities, 1,000 different Cals, some alive, some dead, some never born. A voice echoed through the chaos, not human, not machine. You cannot stop what was never meant to end. Cal gritted his teeth. Watch me. He plunged the mirror key into the stabilizer. A surge of white-blue energy exploded outward, ripping through the breach. The null screamed, or maybe the universe did, and for a brief, blinding moment, everything froze. Then, silence. No breach, no swarm. Just Cal lying in the rain, the city eerily still, but something felt wrong. The skyline was different. His neural ID showed a date, 2152. 3 years ahead.
Cal staggered to his feet, drenched in rain and silence. The breach was gone. The sky was calm. The city was alive, but not the way he remembered. Hollow banners floated overhead in languages he didn't recognize. Skyscrapers that hadn't existed before stretched into the clouds. Autonomous drones zipped past him, scanning every face. And people, normal, breathing people, walked by without a trace of fear, as if nothing catastrophic had ever happened. His console blinked again. Date, 12/08/2152. 3 years later. Impossible, he whispered. I was only gone seconds. A soft chime echoed behind him. He turned and froze. It was himself again. Same face, same scars. But this version wore an advanced neural rig Cal had never seen, and his eyes glowed faintly blue. Took you long enough, the future Cal said. Where am I? Cal asked, voice trembling. Not where, when, and not the timeline you left. The older Cal gestured toward the skyline. We stopped the breach, but we didn't erase it. We anchored it, contained it, and in doing so, we changed everything. Cal's chest tightened. Are you saying this isn't my world? Not entirely. It's a convergence, a merge of 3 timelines that existed separately before the breach. This is the outcome of that merge. Most people don't even realize it happened. Cal stepped back, heart racing. And the null? Is it gone? A faint knowing smile crossed his double's face. No, it's deeper now, woven into the code of reality itself. Look closer. Cal activated his HUD. At first, everything looked normal, but as he scanned deeper, faint data threads, the same black-silver patterns from the breach, snaked through every object, every system, even every person. It was everywhere, hiding in plain sight. His double continued. The null isn't an invader. It's part of us now. And it's learning, adapting, waiting. For what? Cal demanded. The older Cal's expression darkened. For the next opening, and when it comes, it won't just rewrite worlds. It will rewrite what it means to exist. A sharp tremor shook the ground beneath them, brief but unmistakable. Cal looked up. High above the skyline, the clouds twisted for a second, forming the faint outline of a fractal spiral, the same shape he'd seen in the breach. Then it was gone. Cal stared at the sky, a chill crawling down his spine. Had he stopped the apocalypse, or merely delayed it? Was he still Cal, or a version written by the null itself? His double placed a hand on his shoulder. This isn't the end. It's the beginning of something larger, and next time, we might not be the ones writing the code. The city lights flickered just once, as if reality itself had blinked, and in that single pulse, Cal heard the voice again, faint but clear, whispering from the fabric of existence. We remember.